Hello everyone, this is Shiva, Assistant Professor, AML Department, Annamacharya University, Rajanpet. Today I am going to discuss about the concept data wrangling and pre-processing. In the data wrangling and pre-processing, especially I am focusing on the handling missing data and also dealing with the duplicates. So let's see. So what is data wrangling and pre-processing here? So data wrangling is the process of converting raw, incomplete, inconsistent, and noisy data into clean, structured, and usable format for analysis and machine learning. So if you see the real world data may contains the missing values, duplicate records, and incorrect entries, and inconsistent formats, and typological errors. So these issues must be corrected before performing any exploratory data analysis or building the machine learning models. So here it is a simple examples are there. First one is a missing values. So missing value means that some information is missing in available data. So the missing information is unavailable here. So for example, here in the data set, it is having the student ID, student name, age, and marks. So what are the missing values here? Here, age column, it contains the missing value, and marks column, it also having the missing value. Okay. So here we need to eliminate these missing values. So what are the solution for this missing values means? The first one is replacing these missing values by using the mean or median operations, and also we can drop the rows or columns and use the interpolation operations. So this is comes under missing values. If the missing value available in the data set, we can perform all these operations. Next one is a duplicate records. Duplicate records occurs when the same information appears multiple times. If you see this example, so in this data set, we have a duplicate record. So what is the duplicate record here? 101, Rahul, and 85 marks. So this record is a duplicate record. Okay. Now we need to eliminate these duplications. So by using the duplicated method and also drop underscore duplicate methods. So next one is a incorrect entries are there. So incorrect entries are invalid or unrealistic values entered by mistake. So for example, here in the first example, the data set contains the student name and age and marks. Here, if you observe the age of student Anita having the -3. So this is incorrect entry, and the marks of Kiran is having 120. So this is a incorrect entry. Okay. So this is one of the example for incorrect entries. And the second, next one is a inconsistent formats. So inconsistent format contains the same type of information is stored in different formats. For example, if you observe the student joining date, so this date format is different and this date format is different. So this is another date format. It is having different types of date formats. So we need to segregate this date format before going to give this data set to the machine learning. Okay. So next one is, so another example is the student and gender. Student having their specific genders here. So one gender, it contains the male, another gender contains the M, and another gender contains the small letters male, and another gender contains the capital letters male. So this is also inconsistency. We need to eliminate this inconsistent. Next one is here, if you observe the student and state of the student, so first student state is a AP, and second student state is a Andhra Pradesh, and third student state is A.P. So this is also one of the inconsistency. So we need to convert all values into one standard format, either it is AP or Andhra Pradesh. We need to convert all these into one standard format. So next one is typological errors. So typological errors are spelling mistakes caused during the data entry. So here the original name is like this, but the incorrect entry is like this. So original name is a Rahul and incorrect name is like this. So original name is like this and incorrect name is like this. So this is called a typological errors. So these are the errors are spelling mistakes caused during the data entry. Okay. So what is the solution for these typological entries? The first one is correct spelling manually while we are entering. Next, we can use the fuzzy matching to identify the similar words. So next one is, this is the combined example. So here we can identify the missing values, duplicate records, incorrect entries, incorrect and inconsistent formats and typological errors. So what is the missing value here? Anita age having the missing value. So this is comes under missing value. What is duplicate record? So Rahul is a duplicate record. So this one is a duplicate record and incorrect entry. Kiran's marks is a incorrect entry. So it is 120. It is a not correct. And Deepa's age is -2. It is also incorrect entry. And so inconsistent format. Inconsistent format. So this one is a inconsistent format. Why? Because it is in capital letters. Remaining all are small capitalized. But this Hyderabad is a capital letter. So this is inconsistent format. Next, typological error. So Hyderabad instead of HYD. So Hyderabad instead of this one. So this one comes under the typological errors. So there are having different types of problems in the data sets, the missing values, duplicate records, incorrect entries, inconsistent formats, and also typological errors. So now we'll discuss about how to handle these missing values. So there is a way to handle the missing values. So if the missing data refers to the absence of value in one or more fields of a data set. So if you observe this data set, here missing data is here and here in the marks. So we need to handle these missing values by using different types of methods. So now we'll see the first method is mean imputation. So mean imputation means it will take we can calculate the average of marks and we can eliminate and we can replace that missing value with that average here. So example is here marks are 80, 90, 70 and 60. The missing value is in between 90 and 70. Now we need to take the average. Average means 80 plus 90 plus 70 plus 60 by total number of value 4. So then the result is 75. So we can replace that NaN with the 75 here. So that is the mean operation. It is one of the way to fill the missing value. Okay. So likewise, we can fill the missing value here. Next, in Python, we are using the pandas for this missing values filling. So we can use the library import pandas as PD. So in marks, we are using the fill NA. In that fill NA, we have to use the mean operation. Okay. So next method is a median imputations. So median imputation, we can take the middle of the value. So before going to take the middle of that value, so we have to sort the data first. So this is the data what they given. In this, we have to sort in assigning order 40, 50, sorry 45, 50, 55 and 500. So median means the middle value. What is the middle value? Here 50 is the middle value. Okay. So we can take the median as a middle value and we can replace that middle value in the place of NaN. Okay. So here there is a disadvantage while we are replacing this median value into the missing value. What are the disadvantage means? it is very sensitive to the outliers, and it is not suitable for the skewed data. If the data is not a symmetric, if the data is a skewed data, then it is not suitable. And next one is, so this is the Python code. Here we can use the fill NA. In that fill NA, we are using the median. So next method is a drop missing values. So instead of replacing the missing values, we are removing that row or columns entirely by using this drop missing values here. So this is the data set. The data set is having Rahul 80 marks, Anita, it is having missing value, and Kiran 90 marks. So now we are going to drop this entire row. How to drop the entire row? So if you drop the entire row, only 2 records are remain. Okay. So or else we can drop the columns also. If you want to drop the rows, the method is df.dropNA method. And if you want to drop the columns, the method is df.dropNA. In that we can use the axis equal to 1. So axis equal to 1 means we are performing the removing the columns here. We are dropping the columns instead of rows. The next one is interpolation. So interpolation is also one of the way to fill the missing values. Here we can estimate the interpolated value. So what is the formula for interpolated means? The previous value of the missing value 32 plus, so after value of the missing value 36 minus previous value of missing value 32 by 2. So if you solve this, you will get the interpolated value. So then we can replace that interpolated value in the place of missing value. Okay. So here in Python we are using, in the temperature column, we are using the interpolated method. So likewise we can handle the missing values. Now we'll see how to deal with the duplicates. So if there is a duplicates in the data set, how to deal that duplicates. So duplicate records are identical or nearly identical entries that appears more than once in the data set. So if you observe this data set, what is the duplicate record? So obviously 0.1, sorry 1.1 Rahul and 85. This is the duplicate record. So here in the duplicates, dealing with the duplicates, we are mainly focusing on identifying the duplicates and also count of the duplicate values and dropping the duplicates. Mainly we are concentrating on 3 things here. The first one is, so we need to identify or detect the duplicates by using the df.duplicated method. Okay. Then we need to find the count, how many rows having the duplicates. So we are using the df.duplicated.sum method. Next, so we are going to remove the duplicates. How to remove the duplicates? So here we have the method that is df.drop_duplicated method. So likewise, we can concentrate on 3 things here in dropping the duplicates. First one is handling the duplicates. We have mainly focusing on the 3 things. The first one is identifying the duplicates and count the number of duplicate records and also drop the duplicate rows. So after we can remove the duplicates based on a specific column. So here df.drop_duplicates, we can use a specific column, subset equal to id. So if you want to delete the duplicates based on the column id, you can use this one.